from New Delhi. You're watching DD India News Hour. India goes to the world. I'm Prasar Bharati. Coming up in the next hour. United States asks Israel to stop shooting at UN peacekeepers in Lebanon. Israel acknowledges firing at immediate threat near UN position in Lebanon. India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh inaugurates and dedicates to nation 75 infrastructure projects worth $267 million. Warns against threats to India, says won't hesitate stern action. The festival of Vijay Dashmi being celebrated across India. President Murmu, Prime Minister Modi extend greetings on the occasion. And Team India aims for a series sweep in the final T20 International against Bangladesh in Hyderabad. Bangladesh seeks stronger performance from senior players. Fresh smoke plumes rose from Beirut's southern suburbs at morning light on Saturday as hostilities between Israel and Lebanon continued to simmer and concerns of destabilizing the West Asia worried the international community. Israel's military said that 2 UN peacekeepers were wounded by an Israeli strike near their watchtower in South Lebanon on Friday. The blasts shook the peacekeepers' main base in the area for the second time in 48 hours. Meanwhile, Hezbollah said it launched a salvo of missiles at an Israeli military base south of the coastal city of Haifa on Saturday as Israelis marked the Yom Kippur holiday, the holiest day in the Jewish calendar. In a statement, the Hezbollah group said their fighters struck a base south of the city of Haifa, targeting the explosives factory there with a salvo of missiles. Amid the escalation, US President Joe Biden said on Friday he is asking Israel to not hit UN peacekeepers in its conflict with Hezbollah. Biden's remarks came after Israeli forces early Friday shelled an observation post belonging to UN interim force in Lebanon at its headquarters in southern Lebanon, wounding 2 peacekeepers from the Sri Lankan contingent. US Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said he spoke with his Israeli counterpart Yoav Gallant to discuss Israel's operations in Lebanon. In a post on X following his call with Israeli Defense Minister, Austin said that he had urged his counterpart in Israel to ensure the safety of UNIFIL forces in Lebanon and coordinating efforts to pivot from military operations to a diplomatic pathway as soon as feasible. The phone call came after United Nations interim force in Lebanon said on Thursday that its headquarters in the southern Lebanese city of Nakura and 2 nearby sites had been struck by Israeli forces. Israeli forces have fired a second time at the main base of UN's peacekeeping mission in Lebanon, injuring 2 peacekeepers, one of whom is said to be in serious condition. The attack came after the Israel Defense Forces struck a watchtower at the headquarters on Thursday, injuring 2 other peacekeepers. The European Union's foreign policy chief, Joseph Borrell, has demanded accountability from Israel and said that there is no justification for the attack on United Nations interim force in Lebanon or UNIFIL. European Council President Charles Michel also condemned the attacks by Israeli forces and called on all sides to respect international humanitarian law. As Israel faced a chorus of condemnation from United Nations and Western allies, the IDF acknowledged firing at immediate threat near UN position in Lebanon and pledged to carry out a thorough review. It further said that IDF is in contact with UNIFIL for coordination purposes and will continue to do so. The IDF's statement came after the UN mission said 2 of its peacekeepers were injured after explosions close to an observation tower at its Nakura headquarters. It was the second incident of its kind reported by UNIFIL in 2 days after 2 other blue helmets were injured on Thursday, sparking global condemnation. The leaders of France, Italy and Spain have condemned unjustifiable Israeli attacks that have hit the US peacekeeping force in Lebanon amid heightened conflict in the region. France, Italy and Spain, the largest European contributors to UNIFIL in terms of personnel, in a joint statement expressed outrage after several peacekeepers were hit at UNIFIL's main base in Nakura. The statement said these attacks constitute serious violation of the obligations of Israel under United Nations Security Council Resolution 1701 and under humanitarian international law. The nations recall that all peacekeepers must be protected and reiterate their praise for the continued and indispensable commitment of UNIFIL troops personnel in this very challenging context. The three European nations also called for an immediate ceasefire in the region. The Italian government formally protested against Israeli authorities, reiterating that what is happening near the base of the Italian UNIFIL contingent in southern Lebanon is not acceptable.
It is unacceptable. It violates what was established by Resolution 1701 of the United Nations. The Italian government, as you know, has strongly protested with the Israeli authorities. On this issue, with France and Spain, we have also decided to make a common declaration.
French President Emmanuel Macron on Friday condemned the deliberate targeting of UN peacekeepers by Israel. And right now we are taking you to Ram Leela Maidan in Delhi, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi is attending the Dussehra festival. Here on your screen is Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi looking at his portrait as he is in Ram Leela Maidan right now to attend the Dussehra program. Dussehra, as we all know, Vijayadashmi, also known as Dussehra, is a significant Hindu festival celebrated across India. And for all our viewers who have just joined in, the visuals that you are seeing on your television screens is of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi at Ram Leela Maidan in New Delhi. He is here to attend the Dussehra program. Dussehra, like I said, Vijayadashmi, symbolizes the triumph of good over evil. That's Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi looking at his portrait and discussing about it. The crowd is also present here to celebrate Vijayadashmi. It symbolizes the triumph of good over evil. These are the shots straight from Ram Leela Maidan in Delhi. We also have Indian President Draupadi Murmu along with Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi lighting the lamp as they both take part in the Dussehra program at Ram Leela Maidan in New Delhi. The lighting of lamp ceremony is taking place right now, and in the frame is Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Honorable President of India Draupadi Murmu. The crowds capturing the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Draupadi Murmu in their mobile phones. They have gathered here at the Ram Leela Maidan today to celebrate Vijayadashmi, also known as Dussehra, a significant Hindu festival celebrated across India, not just across India, but across, in many parts of the world, in fact, and marks the end of Navaratri and commemorates the victory of Lord Ram over the demon king Ravan, symbolizing the triumph of good over evil. A short while back, lighting of lamp ceremony took place, and in the frame right now is Indian President Draupadi Murmu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This is a very auspicious occasion. This is a significant Hindu festival. You can see Lord Ram in the frame, Lord Hanuman in the frame.
तिलक कर रहे हैं। अब उनका पूजन कर रहे हैं आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी। प्रधानमंत्री जी के अगर व्यक्तित्व की ओर हम ध्यान दें तो हम पाएंगे कि प्रधानमंत्री जी के व्यक्तित्व में श्री कृष्ण के कर्मयोग, कर्ण की दानशीलता और दगीची के महात्याग की त्रिमूर्ति के दर्शन होते हैं। अब कुछ ही सेकंडों के अंदर हमारे विशिष्ट अतिथि मंच के ऊपर पधारेंगे। और आपका अभिवादन वो स्वीकार करेंगे। बोलिए बोलिए सियापति रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। लाडले लखन लाल की जय। करतल ध्वनि से हमारे विशिष्ट अतिथियों का खूब जोरदार स्वागत करें। बोलो बोलो सियापति रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। अब मैं अनुरोध कर रहा हूं श्रीमती अनीता सिंघल जी से कि वो आगे आकर प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया हमारे राष्ट्रपति जी का फूलों द्वारा, पुष्प द्वारा स्वागत करें। मेरा अनुरोध है के.एस. गोंडी साहब से कि वो आएं और हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी का भी पुष्प द्वारा स्वागत करें। अब ये प्रदीप युद्ध है, युद्ध है, रावण का युद्ध। बहुत देर है, नहीं यही है, हो गए बस, आ गए। ये दोनों कटवाई दिया, क्या ये दिलवा दूं? अब मैं अनुरोध करूंगा श्री संजय सिंघल जी से कि वो ऑनरेबल प्रेसिडेंट को एक त्रिशूल जो शिव शक्ति का चिन्ह है वो उनको प्रस्तुत करें। वीरता का प्रतीक एक गदा है, वो मैं ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर को श्री प्रदीप सरन जी ऑनरेबल प्रेसिडेंट को तीर कमान देंगे जो एक कुशल शासन का प्रतीक है। श्री धीरज दत्त गुप्ता जी आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को तीर कमान देकर परवेश जी लीला करें आप प्लीज।
मंगल भवन मंगल हारी द्रवहु दशरथ अजीर बिहारी द्रवहु सो दशरथ अजीर बिहारी।
जय श्री राम, जय जय श्री राम, जय श्री राम।
दुष्टों के संहार को,
जय श्री
पृथ्वी की
राम,
पुकार को,
जय लंकेश,
दुष्टों के संहार को, पृथ्वी की पुकार
जय श्री राम,
को, की सेना चली,
जय लंकेश,
सेना चली।
जय श्री राम,
जय लंकेश,
जय श्री राम,
जय लंकेश,
पाप के विकार में,
जय श्री राम,
अति अंधकार में,
जय लंकेश,
पाप के विकार में, अति अंधकार में एक नई आशा जगी,
जय श्री राम,
आशा जगी।
भारत माता की जय, भारत माता की
जय,
भारत माता की
जय,
जय जय श्री राम,
जय श्री राम,
जय जय श्री राम।
जय श्री राम।
प्रभु जय श्री राम, प्रभु
जय श्री राम।
विभीषण जी, कृष्ण
नाम रूप में नारायण है, शिव का रूप बजरंग बली, शिव का रूप बजरंग बली, शेष नाग है लक्ष्मण जी और शक्ति रूप माँ जानकी, शक्ति रूप माँ जानकी, सूर्य पुत्र सुग्रीव प्रसन्न है, तीनों लोक धन्य है, देव सब प्रसन्न है, सबकी मनोकामना फली, सबकी मनोकामना फली। त्रिभुवन की सेना चली, त्रिभुवन की सेना चली, सेना चली श्री राम की, सेना चली श्री राम की, सेना चली श्री राम की, सेना चली श्री राम की। अद्भुत तेज है हर योद्धा में, नैनों में अंगार भरे, नैनों में अंगार भरे, जो देखे भयभीत हो जाए, भूत पिशाच भी देख डरे, भूत पिशाच भी देख डरे। शेरों जैसी चाल सभी की, किस किस का गुणगान करे, किस किस का गुणगान करे। रावण के असुरों को मारो, हर योद्धा हुंकार भरे, हर योद्धा हुंकार भरे। हाथ में मसाल है, अस्त्र शस्त्र ढाल है, हाथ में मसाल है, अस्त्र शस्त्र ढाल है। आशा की ज्योति जली, आशा की ज्योति जली। त्रिभुवन की सेना चली, त्रिभुवन की सेना चली। दुष्टों के संहार को, पृथ्वी की पुकार को, दुष्टों के संहार को, पृथ्वी की पुकार को। त्रिभुवन की सेना चली, त्रिभुवन की सेना चली, त्रिभुवन की सेना चली, त्रिभुवन की सेना चली। पाप के विकार में, अति अंधकार में, पाप के विकार में, अति अंधकार में, एक नई आशा जगी, एक नई आशा जगी। त्रिभुवन की सेना चली, त्रिभुवन की सेना चली, सेना चली श्री राम की, 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 सेना चली। सेना चली श्री राम की, सेना चली श्री राम की, सेना चली श्री राम की, सेना चली श्री राम की। दुष्टों के संहार को, पृथ्वी की पुकार को, दुष्टों के संहार को, पृथ्वी की पुकार को। त्रिभुवन की सेना चली, त्रिभुवन की सेना चली, त्रिभुवन की सेना चली, त्रिभुवन की सेना चली। पाप के विकार में, अति अंधकार में, पाप के विकार में, अति अंधकार में, एक नई आशा जगी, एक नई आशा जगी। त्रिभुवन की सेना चली, त्रिभुवन की सेना चली, सेना चली श्री राम की, सेना चली श्री राम की, सेना चली श्री राम की, सेना चली श्री राम की।
खैची सरासर श्रवण लगी, छाड़े सर 31 रघुनायक सायक चले, मानव काल फलीस।
परवेज बोलो बोलो सियापति रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। मैं इस अपार जनसमूह की ओर से एक बार फिर से अपने राष्ट्रपति जी का, जो नारी शक्ति का प्रतीक है, उनका अभिवादन करता हूं, उनको नमन करता हूं, साधुवाद देता हूं। अपने ओजस्वी प्रधानमंत्री जी को भी नमन करता हूं, जिनके व्यक्तित्व में श्री कृष्ण के कर्मयोग, कर्ण की दानशीलता और दगीची के महान त्याग की त्रिमूर्ति के हम लोगों को दर्शन होते हैं। आप सब लोगों को बहुत बहुत साधुवाद, बहुत बहुत नमन। मैं श्री प्रदीप सरन जी से अनुरोध कर रहा हूं कि तीर कमान से हमारे प्रेसिडेंट साहिबा को भेंट करें। और धीरज जी से भी मैं अनुरोध करूंगा कि एक तीर कमान हमारे तेजस्वी प्रधानमंत्री जी को भी भेंट करें। वीरता का प्रतीक है ये, कुशल शासन का प्रतीक है ये। आपके आशीर्वाद से, आपके यहाँ पे आने से हम लोग यही भगवान से प्रार्थना करेंगे कि हमारा देश और ऊंचाइयों पे पहुँचे। आपके कुशल नेतृत्व के अंदर हम सब लोग यहाँ पर बोलो बोलो सियापति रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। लाडले लखन लाल की जय, माता सीता की जय। अमरीश शांति बनाए रखें, सब लोग अपनी जगह पर बैठें। आपके सामने अब पुतलों का दहन होगा, जो प्रतीक है बुराई पर अच्छाई की विजय। जय सिया राम, जय सिया राम, जय सिया राम। कुंभकर्ण का वध हुआ, बुराई का प्रतीक थे। जरा जोर से बोलिए। भगवान रामचंद्र की जय। आइए भगवान से हम प्रार्थना करें कि काम, क्रोध, लोभ, मोह, माया और अहंकार आज इधर ही हम लोग छोड़ कर जाएं। हम लोगों को ईश्वर शक्ति दे ताकि हम अपने समाज को और अपने देश को उसके अंदर अपना योगदान दे सकें। हम
द्रवहु सो दशरथ अजर बिहारी।
सिया राम जय जय राम। राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
ओ दीन दयाल बिरदु संभारी। हरहु नाथ मम संकट भारी।
सिया राम जय जय राम। राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
सब लोग सब लोग अपनी जगह शांति बनाए रखेंगे। हमारे विशिष्ट अतिथि
सोई जो राम रच
बर्निंग ऑफ रेफ्यूजीज के बाद धीरे धीरे कर
तरक बड़ा
अपना आशीर्वाद देकर हमारा मार्गदर्शन कर
That was live from Ram Leela Maidan in New Delhi, where the Dussehra celebration was taking place, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Draupadi Murmu also attended the celebrations. And definitely, this is a festival, Vijay Dashmi, also known as Dussehra, and it certainly symbolizes, the triumph of good over evil. As you just saw in the celebrations, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, along with India's Honorable President Draupadi Murmu, attended the celebrations. How this celebration just tells us that the good always wins over evil, no matter what. Time, certainly it will take some time, but eventually, in the end, the win will be of the good part. And the effigy of Ravana, the demon king, was burnt, and this is what it symbolizes. It symbolizes that by the end, it's just the good which prevails, and it's just the good which certainly wins. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Draupadi Murmu attended the celebrations at Ram Leela Maidan, and the crowds were also there celebrating the festival and capturing the Honorable Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi and Honorable President of India Draupadi Murmu in their mobile phones, and they were all celebrating this festival with utmost joy and fervor. They had come from various parts of the city, and not just the city, from the adjoining areas. People were present there. They were clapping, they were celebrating. This is the festival which comes once a year, wherein people from all across all walks of life gather. And in fact, the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi also, actively take part in this celebration. Right now, the visual which you are watching on your television screen is of Ram Leela Maidan, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi attended the Dussehra celebrations. Right now, he's looking at his portrait and also talking to people present there. How beautifully this portrait is being made. This is what perhaps Prime Minister Narendra Modi is talking to people there. He is also doing namaste to all the people present there. On your screen right now is Honorable President of India Draupadi Murmu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi when they were present at Ram Leela Maidan for the Dussehra celebrations. This is the lighting of the lamp ceremony which took place when the Honorable Prime Minister of India and Honorable President of India were present at Ram Leela Maidan for the grand Dussehra celebrations. These are the people like I just mentioned, capturing all the beauty of this festival, all the beauty of the scenario inside their mobile phones. This is the Tilak ceremony which is taking place. Honorable President of India, Draupadi Murmu, doing Tilak to Lord Ram and Lakshman. Also behind our President of India is the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, standing, and also he right now doing the Tilak celebration, the Tilak ceremony, which is something in the Hindu mythology is done to start an auspicious and pious occasion. These are the people who have come from all walks of life, from the adjoining areas, from Delhi, to capture this glorious moment, as this festival symbolizes the triumph of good over evil. These are the flower petals which are being showered upon Lord Ram, the characters, and bow and arrow, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Draupadi Murmu. These are the effigies being burnt, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Honorable President of India, Draupadi Murmu, enjoying the Dussehra celebration, enjoying the very fact that this festival symbolizes the triumph of good over evil. And millions across India are celebrating Dussehra, a festival symbolizing, like I said, victory of good over evil on Saturday. Dussehra, also known as Vijayadashmi, like I also mentioned, marks the end of 9-day festival of Navratri, during which people worship Goddess Durga. President of India, Draupadi Murmu, Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar and Prime Minister Narendra Modi extended greetings to fellow citizens on the occasion of Dussehra. Here's a report.
सीते, अब वनवास की अवधि जल्द ही पूरी होने वाली है.
Dussehra, also known as Vijayadashmi, is a festival that marks the victory of good over evil, symbolized by the defeat of the demon king Ravana by Lord Ram.
याद रख, यदि मैं रघुवंशी हूँ, तो तेरा वंश मिटा दूंगा.
This day is not just a religious occasion but a celebration of triumph, resilience and unity across India, where different states bring their own vibrant flavors to this grand festival. In West Bengal, the festival takes the form of Durga Puja, where devotees celebrate Goddess Durga's victory over the demon Mahishasura. Elaborate pandals, traditional dance and soulful music fill the streets of Kolkata as people come together to worship the goddess with great devotion and rejoice in her triumph.
Eagerly wait for this festivity, and now that it's finally here, it's all about getting the feel of the new clothes, going to different pandals with our friends.
Heading south to Telangana, the Bathukamma festival is celebrated with colorful floral arrangements as a tribute to Goddess Parvati. Women sing and dance around these vibrant flower stacks, creating a community-driven celebration that reflects devotion and cultural pride, adding a beautiful floral touch to Dussehra. In Mysuru, Karnataka, Dussehra celebrations are marked by the grandeur of the Mysuru Dussehra. A grand procession featuring richly adorned elephants, tiger dancers and musicians fill the streets as the city comes alive to celebrate the royal heritage and cultural richness of the region. And in the northern state of Himachal, the Kullu Dussehra is renowned for its grand processions and traditional festivities. Here, deities from nearby villages are paraded with music and dance, culminating in a symbolic burning of the effigies of Ravana. These celebrations, though different in form, reflect a shared message of victory, devotion and cultural unity, showcasing the rich diversity that defines our nation. The festival culminates with grand celebrations as effigies of the king Ravana, his brother Kumbhakarna and son Meghnad are burned, signifying the destruction of evil. Before the effigies are lit, a Ramlila is performed. This is a dramatic reenactment of Lord Ram's battle with Ravana. With actors bringing scenes from the Ramayana to life, families gather and children watch in awe as they learn the significance of Dussehra and why it is celebrated. As the evening progresses, the main event begins. The effigies of Ravana, Kumbhakarna and Meghnad are set on fire. The crowd cheers and the towering figures burn, filling the sky with lights and smoke. The burning of Ravana symbolizes the end of evil and the triumph of virtue. Kriti Vadhera's report for DD India.
Jai Shri Ram!
Defence Minister Rajnath Singh performed the traditional Shastra Puja at the Sukna military station in Darjeeling, West Bengal. This significant ceremony in the Indian Army symbolizes the respect for weapons as the protectors of the nation's sovereignty. He initiated the rituals with Kalash Puja, followed by Shastra Puja and Vahan Puja. He also offered prayers to a range of modern military equipment, including state-of-the-art infantry, artillery and communication systems, mobility platforms and drone systems. The event concluded with the minister's interaction with the troops. In his address, the Defence Minister warns against threat to India, saying will not hesitate stern action if in danger.
हमने आज तक किसी भी देश पर आक्रमण नहीं किया है, क्योंकि हमारे मन में किसी भी देश के लिए कभी भी कोई बैर का भाव नहीं रहा है। हमने तो किसी भी देश के साथ केवल तब युद्ध किया है जब उसने हमारी अखंडता और संप्रभुता का अपमान किया है, जब उसने धर्म, सत्य और मानवीय मूल्यों के खिलाफ जंग छेड़ी है। हमने किसी भी देश के विरुद्ध नफरत या घृणा से प्रेरित होकर कभी युद्ध नहीं किया है।
Rajnath Singh also said that India is the only country which worships weapons and scriptures together.
मैं आप सभी को विजयादशमी के इस पावन पर्व की हार्दिक बधाई देता हूं और आपके परिवारजनों को भी मैं अपनी हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। साथियों, भारत संभवतः इकलौता देश है जहां शास्त्रों और शस्त्रों की एक साथ पूजा होती है, यानी शास्त्र और शस्त्र को समान आदर के भाव से भारत में देखा जाता है। यह हमारी उस विशाल और महान सांस्कृतिक परंपरा का प्रतीक है जिसमें हम किसी भी वस्तु का उपयोग करने के पहले और बाद में उसके प्रति कृतज्ञता ज्ञापित करते हैं।
Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, or the RSS, enters its 100th year on this auspicious occasion of Vijayadashmi. Like every year, Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh Chief Mohan Bhagwat performed Shastra Puja in Nagpur to mark the occasion. This ceremony involves the worship of weapons, symbolizing strength and the protection of Dharma, celebrating the 300th birth anniversary of Punya Shlok Devi Ahilya Bai Holkar. As the city of Mysuru once again transforms into a dazzling hub of cultural heritage, the Mysuru Dussehra festival promises to be an awe-inspiring spectacle this year, offering a rich blend of tradition. Devotees make tableau showcasing rich heritage of Indian tradition. The Mysore Palace has also been certified as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is also the main venue for many of these events. For centuries, the Vodaya dynasty has been celebrating this festival with great pomp and splendor. The festival is dedicated to goddess Chamundeshwari, the presiding deity of Mysore. As the Navratri festival ended on Friday, devotees thronged the Sri Mata Vaishno Devi cave shrine in Jammu and Kashmir's Katra to get a glimpse of goddess Durga. The 9-day-long festival of Navratri, which marks the worship of goddess Durga, ended with religious fervour as 3 lakh devotees paid obeisance at the cave shrine of Mata Vaishno Devi, nested in Trikuta Hills. Tight security arrangements were made and the Central Reserve Police Force increased vigilance as Katra as well as the route that leads to the shrine. In a major boost to border infrastructure, India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh inaugurated and dedicated to the nation 75 infrastructure projects constructed by Border Roads Organization at a cost of $267 million. These projects have been constructed in 11 border states and union territories of the country, including the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. The ceremony was organized by the Border Roads Organization in India's northeastern state of Sikkim on Saturday, in which the Defence Minister inaugurated 22 roads, 51 bridges and 2 other miscellaneous projects. Out of these projects, 19 have been constructed in UT of Jammu and Kashmir, 11 in UT of Ladakh, 18 in Arunachal Pradesh, 9 in Uttarakhand, 6 in Sikkim, 5 in Himachal Pradesh, 2 each in West Bengal and Rajasthan, and 1 each in Nagaland, Mizoram and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. October 12 has been declared as the World Sloth Bear Day was mooted by IUCN and Wildlife SOS India, an organization involved in sloth bear conservation and protection for over 2 decades. Here's a report from DD India correspondent Sumanna Bati Revanna Sidappa.
This is the majestic sloth bear. Long, shaggy dark black fur and curved claws. Longest of any of the existing bear species. Found largely in the Indian subcontinent, almost 90% of the total sloth bear population is actually found in the Western Ghats, the hilly range along the western Indian coastline and the central states of India, comprising Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra and others. The sloth bear population is estimated to be around 6 to 11,000. But sadly, these sloth bears are now a vulnerable species. Once these wild bears roamed freely in India, but over the decades, the sloth bear population in India is facing various threats, including habitat loss, human-wildlife conflict, illegal wildlife trade, among others. For over 400 years, the sloth bear has been subjected to exploitation by humans. A nomadic tribe known as the Qalandars began dancing sloth bears for the emperors during the Mughal era. Over centuries, as the kingdoms in India disappeared, the dancing bear trade transitioned to become cheap roadside entertainment for villagers and tourists who paid to watch them jump in agony.
Community called Qalandar community, they traditionally tame the sloth bears. Their canines are knocked out and they tame the bear and then they take it on the road.
The motto behind declaring the World Sloth Bear Day is to set precedents for the rest of the world to promote the conservation of sloth bears and their habitat throughout their distribution range.
We as Homo sapiens have inhabited this planet since 2 million years ago, but this animal, sloth bear, has been here even much before us. As a concerned and a responsible global citizen of this world, it is our responsibility to conserve and protect the biodiversity of this ecosystem. On this World Sloth Bear Day, let's pledge to conserve and protect this magnificent animal, either by joining an NGO which works towards the conservation of the animal or by mere word of mouth to spread awareness about the animal. With video journalist Jagmohan, this is Sumana Bati Revanna Sidappa from New Delhi reporting for DD India.
You're watching DD India News. Time now for sport. And after securing comprehensive wins over Bangladesh in the first 2 T20s, India looks to sweep the series clean in Hyderabad. India has displayed their dominance in the series by winning the first T20 comfortably by 7 wickets and second T20 by a huge margin of 86 runs. The Surya Kumar-led side is expected to be unchanged for the final match of the series. On the other hand, Bangladesh would be looking to secure a consolation win after a poor performance in the T20I series as well as the Test series that preceded the T20 matches. The Board of Control for Cricket in India on Friday announced a 15-man squad for the upcoming 3-match series against New Zealand starting October 16. Rohit Sharma will continue to lead the team, while ace pacer Jasprit Bumrah will be the vice-captain. The team has seen no changes in the squad that featured against Bangladesh except Yash Dayal dropped out. The squad will feature 3 fresh faces in the form of Harshit Rana, Nitish Kumar Reddy, Mayank Yadav, who will be joining the squad as travelling reserves. Pace bowler Mohammad Shami has failed to recover from injury and will miss the 3-test series. Shami sustained an injury during the World Cup and is targeting a return for the Australia series. Defending champions Australia thrashed Pakistan by 9 wickets to extend their winning streak to 14 in the Women's T20 World Cup on Friday. Spinner Ashley Gardner finished with figures of 4 for 21 in Dubai. As six-time winners, Australia bundled out Pakistan for just 82, the lowest team total in this edition. Skipper Alisa Healy hit 37 before retiring hurt as Australia roamed home in 11 overs to stay unbeaten against Pakistan in the format. Pakistan's semi-final hopes have been seriously hit with their second loss in 3 matches. Australia next take on India in a much-awaited clash on Sunday in Sharjah. Sabalenka and Coco Gauff set renew their rivalry at 2024 Wuhan Open as they lock horns in the semi-final of the WTA 1000 event. Sabalenka showcased her skill against Magdalena, winning 6-2, 6-2 in 1 hour and 24 minutes to secure a spot in the semi-finals of the Wuhan Open. Despite a few hiccups, the world number 2 displayed a solid version of her game to secure the win. On the other hand, Gauff claimed her 8th WTA win in a row with 6-0, 6-4 triumph over Poland's Magda. In head-to-head, Gauff holds a 4-3 advantage, famously winning the 2023 US Open final before Sabalenka gained her revenge in this year's Australian Open semis. When in east of Paris, it was submerged. The town was after a storm Kirk swept through Europe, leaving widespread flooding. Emergency services scrambled to rescue residents by boat as the town centre remained underwater. The devastation has left much of the area damaged and uninhabitable. Japanese organization Nihon Hidankyo has won Nobel Peace Prize. Norwegian Nobel Committee said in its citation the group was receiving Peace Prize for its efforts to achieve a world free of nuclear weapons and for demonstrating through witness testimony that nuclear weapons must never be used again. United Nations Rights Office welcomed the announcement, saying it recognizes the importance of grassroots organizations.
In a remarkable recognition of relentless dedication and powerful storytelling, the Japanese organization Nihon Hidankyo has been awarded the 2024 Nobel Peace Prize. This group, comprising atomic bomb survivors from Hiroshima and Nagasaki, also known as Hibakusha, has tirelessly advocated for a nuclear-free world. Their testimonies and activism have played a crucial role in promoting global peace and disarmament.
The Norwegian Nobel Committee has decided to award the Peace Prize for 2024 to the Japanese organization Nihon Hidankyo. This grassroots movement of atomic bomb survivors from Hiroshima and Nagasaki, also known as Hibakusha, is receiving the Peace Prize for its efforts to achieve a world free of nuclear weapons and for demonstrating through witness testimony that nuclear weapons must never be used again.
South Korean author Han Kang won the 2024 Nobel Prize in Literature for her intense poetic prose that confronts historical traumas and exposes the fragility of human life. Han Kang, the first South Korean to win the Literature Prize, began her career in 1993 with the publication of a number of poems in the magazine Literature and Society, while her prose debut came in 1995 with the short story collection Love of Yosu.
This is a very rich and complex oeuvre. I mean, Han Kang was born in 1970, but she has already been a published author for more than 30 years, and her works span so many different genres. And she writes this really intense lyrical prose that is both brutal and tender, and sometimes slightly surrealistic, and very, very exciting to read, I think.
Meanwhile, United Nations said that Nobel Peace Prize is a recognition of the importance of grassroots organizations.
To us, it's a recognition of the importance of grassroots organizations, and in particular, survivors of horrific violations for their tireless and persistent work, often away from the spotlight, without much recognition, with a lot of obstacles, with not always the tremendous amount of resources at their disposal, but for them to keep going in spite of the horrors they themselves experienced to try to make the world a better place for all of us.
The prizes for medicine, physics and chemistry were also announced. Victor Ambrose and Gary Rufkun in physiology or medicine for the discovery of microRNA and its role in post-transcriptional gene regulation. John J. Hopfield and Jeffrey E. Hinton in physics for foundational discoveries and inventions that enable machine learning with artificial neural networks. Demis Hassabis and John M. Jumper in chemistry for protein structure prediction, along with David Baker for computational protein design. The Nobel Prize for Economics will be announced on October 14th. The Nobel Prize rewards science, humanism and peace efforts. This is one of the central concepts in the will of Swedish chemist Alfred Nobel, the inventor of dynamite. The first set of Nobel Prizes was awarded in 1901. Since 1901, the Nobel Prizes have been presented to Nobel Prize laureates at ceremonies on 10 December, the anniversary of Alfred Nobel's death. Diptanshu Kashyap's report for DD India.
That's all for this edition of DD India News Hour, but let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on the DD India mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS platforms. You can scan the QR code on the screen to download now. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj from all of us here in Delhi. Thanks for watching DD India News Hour.